Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay. We had weird tech gremlins, and we're not sure if they're solved, and I'm not sure whether videos should be doing what video's doing. Um, so we're just going to go with see how it goes. And if it becomes a problem, we'll deal with it when we get there. Welcome back to our wonderful Magic game, where I am once again joined by my... I was about to say favorite people in the world. That's where my brain went. Favorite people I meet on a Tuesday. Favorite people I don't know. I feel like I'm digging a hole here. Favorite people. We'll go with that. And hopefully no one else is watching. I will start by introducing myself. My name is Hedge, or Hedgehog if you want my full name. I use he, him pronouns, and I can be found all over the internet at Hedgehog UK. I am not looking at the chat right now. I can see the big capital letters with my name in it. I'm ignoring that. And yeah, no, I post mainly on Blue Sky now, rather than the hellhole that is Twitter. And mostly our Discord. If you'd like to come join that, that's always a barrel of laughs. I tend to get giggle fit if I just post nothing but memes. Aside from that, I am going to let everyone introduce themselves. I'm going to roll a d4 this time and determine it that way. Oh look, it's Leah.
Great! Don't we love that? Hello, everyone. I'm Leah, or Chasm. I am going to be playing Shelby today, our favorite reality bender. You can find me at a musical witch on Instagram, and sadly, I am still on Twitter, but I'm not very active there. So yeah, you can find me there, and I'm excited to bend some reality today.
Note for DMs who ever plan running a season 2, or even think they might run a season 2, don't end the season by giving your players really powerful powers that you then have to realize you have to work around in the next season. That is the lesson from this season already, is don't give people powers you might regret giving them later.
We've
Anyway.
only had one session, and you've already realized it. So
Yeah. I realized it.
Learning experience.
I realized it within about 10 minutes of session 1 when Agent P had a smirk on their face. And it was like, ah. Speaking of, we have Agent P.
Hello everyone, I'm Agent P. I use they them pronouns. You can find me on the internet on Blue Sky at theagentp.bluesky.social or on Instagram at the.agent.p. You'll find me here on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays you'll find me on Pantsless Tables playing Break the Binary, where it's just a heist game where we get to punch a bunch of fascists in the face.
Which is always acceptable. Under every circumstance. Awesome. We've gone that way, so we'll go that way. We'll go to Bard.
Hi everybody, I'm the Bard with Many Names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with Many Names. You can find me here on Tuesdays. You can find me right after Agent P's game. So if you watched a cool non-binary heist and you feel like more tabletop, you can just switch over to House of Dreams and can find me playing Vampire the Masquerade with Callum as my DM. I had one session so far. I'm loving it and I'm crying in my sleep. And if you still can't get enough of me, every second Friday you can find me also on Pencil's Tables playing Blades in the Dark.
One can never have enough Bard. Just saying. Says. Yeah, no, you can't. I had to think for a second then. Last but not least, we have Rice. I'm hoping his audio is working now.
Hello, hi. No, it's still not. I still can play my silly little music in the background. It's not like I've been struggling for half an hour or like maybe more before this thing has started. I'm not disappointed. You are. I say, hiding the tears in my eyes. Okay. Now let's get serious. Hello, hi, I'm Rice Cakes. Um, if you want to find me on the internet, you can find me on either Blue Sky or Twitter, unfortunately, at the original Lores, which I know it's a mouthful, but still. You can check out my silly art there, and you can also check me out at Panza Stables once every 2 weeks on Fridays, where I play a little plant cleric called Sprout, who doesn't know much about the world. In the second season of a D&D game called well, it was called The Unrush. Now it's called Dark Waters. Anyways, or you can also find my little silly short edits at the Panza Staples because now I'm editing shorts there. You know, it's like if you want to check that out, you know, they're on Instagram too. You can go to my account after. Like,
So you're the
what
person
else
who
do I have
editing the
going on?
shorts.
Yeah, I started editing the shorts lately. At least for Dark Waters, that is. I believe each thing has like a different person editing it, but still. mm. What else do I have going on apart from this? I don't think I have anything else going on apart from this. Um, the life of a student is hard. Anyways, that was it. I have nothing else. Okay.
I mean, if you want to see some of Rice's art, just look at the character ticker beneath me. All the art there is by Rice. And it's really, really amazing art.
If you just said you wanted something fun, and I was like, hold up, I got you, Chief. Let me just pull up.
I didn't
Let me
even
lock
ask.
in real quick.
I walked away for like 2 hours, came back, and there were sketches in the channel. It was like, wow, that was fast.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. This is what happens when you let an autistic person do the little thing. You know, they tend to get locked in a little bit too hard.
Well, I love it, and I'm so grateful you did it. Right. With nothing else left to say and do, I think we will run the titles and then we will get going. So, see you in a minute or two. Hey, there we go. And we are back. Um, who wants to try a recap? I may throw adversity tokens in as payment. Pass. It's like, yeah,
Gonna
I'll take them.
restock. Gonna restock. Last we left off, we settled in our new wonderful dorm at the super not sus, super not creepy, and absolutely witch-friendly Magi coming in New York City. Felix might have low-key gave someone a non-edible cookie. We might have had a problem on the sidewalk where Felix had to ground like a ton of magic into the ground, or else we would have had a funny little firework, because we found out, hey, Nemo, whose grandmother nearly killed us by driving us over, and then told us we owe her one for not killing us. Wonderful and charming middle-aged woman. Woman. Yeah, Felix is no, Nemo is unlucky. We found out why. Basically, Nemo is a reverse black hole for the astral plane, because Carla is fucking things up again and fighting with the people on Olympus and fighting with the Magi. And basically, we should have killed that motherfucker last season, but we had a moment of humanity, and now we're getting fucking Odysseus here. Like we said, that's our name, and now Poseidon is coming us figuratively and literally to fucking kill us. Also, we're basically harassing Amanda into just going for early retirement. She has been trying to be nice to us. We haven't been being nice to her. It's fun. And we met at the college her former mentor, Madame Yellow, who Felix just started laughing at after she said, yeah, I taught Amanda everything. And Felix was like, yeah, so nothing. We might have spilled the beans a tiny bit, but it has been a tough year, okay? Okay, we all need therapy after fixing reality and kind of breaking reality, but that wasn't us. And also, Madame Yellow is a real, how do I say it politely? Uptight bitch about being the only one who can do reality bending, and we're all like, don't open the book, Shelby. Don't open your mouth, Shelby. Also, we lost Ellie for a hot second at the train station. Oh yeah, there's a train station now where we can just take super speed train, which is basically just a metro from Tenor to New York, and it's cool and whatever. But basically, we lost Ellie, we got Ellie again, and now we put Ellie up into a tower far away from all of us. We like Ellie, some of us do. It's a process of finding a place for her in the group. Some think her place might be in a box 6 feet under. Some seem to be a bit more nice, but we see when being nice let us. Fucking Carlisle.
Yeah. No.
Also, Daedalus is a bitch again, and the whole fucking college probably is his.
It's only called
We're in deep
Skyhammer.
shit.
I don't know. I don't know why you'd have an issue with that.
Because we, how do we say it politely? Spit in his face last time.
Yeah, you did find the back door entrance, which I still won't stop laughing at. So, it is a new morning. Right. Roll me a D100.
Who?
Right.
Why do you do this to me? What have I done wrong? I know the answer. Don't answer that.
I know what I did, I think.
Yeah, I know what I did. I chose a specific character. 33.
You wake up, Nemo, to the rather familiar meowing at the edge of the cottage window.
Fuck.
You look out the window. There are 33 cats that have all decided to make your cottage lawn their new home. And because you're subconsciously thinking about them and like looking after them, like scratching posts and like little puffy pillows have started manifesting on the lawn.
Nemo will immediately stop thinking about it. Like, think about taking those items away.
Yeah, they disappear as you think about them. You see a cat go for the post, it disappears, and like, they fall over.
The most that Nemo will do is set like a few bowls somewhere like at the very edge of the lawn. Just like, and they're not like many of them, you know, there's like, if they share, there's enough for a few treats
Yeah.
for all of it. Like it's like just like 3 or 4 bowls, and Nemo just sighs defeated. Like this is normal for him, but this isn't normal for the others, and he feels bad.
Yeah, all of you wake up to the sound of cat meows. And outside the windows are just cats of various different colours and sizes. They all seem to be trying to find out which window is Nemo's window and start like pouring at the window.
Sparky, no! And you hear like Goddard, she was start barking against the door.
Oh no!
Yeah, at that point you also hear a screech from the tower at the end of the garden.
Oh no!
As Ellie has woken up to a cat in her hair.
Yeah, I feel like Nemo at the moment, they kind of, he kind of sticks his head out and he looks, he's trying to, you know, pinpoint like how people are feeling, and he hears the bark and he hears the screech, and he's like, maybe I should just like slowly close the door. He feels embarrassed and ashamed, and he feels bad.
I mean, it could be worse, right? I mean, there could be more birds in your hair.
I mean, are the birds still there?
The birds are still there. The birds are still in your hair. They're not going anywhere. They are comfortable. Not until they've grown up.
Oh. After a while, he's going to go to a shower. And I'm guessing the birds will do the same thing, where they kind of sit on the
same
curtain
trick
to wait.
again. They'll jump on top of the shower curtain, wait for you to finish your shower, and then once you step out the shower, they'll just jump straight back down into your hair again. Not even wait for it to be dried. They'll just jump straight in.
Oh.
The good news is the cats don't follow you to the bathroom. They hear the running water and they're like, yeah, no, we're not going near that.
Yeah, I guess Nemo is ready to tackle a new day. Only problem is Nemo can't go near a stove, so he's debating what to eat.
Oh, don't you worry. Felix is already down there making muffins for everybody. Hedge, what do you want me to roll? Last time we did grits and magic die for alchemy charged biscuits.
Yeah, grit magic will do.
That's a 12 plus a 2, a 14 plus I have stuff in grits. 14, 15.
Interesting. What are you trying to imbue these muffins with?
With a touch of glamour,
Okay.
like a touch of let's be socially not the worst we can be. We're already sticking out like a sore fucking thumb. And Felix knows that social stuff ain't his strong suit, so he's basically just like putting it like takes the rose quartz and just waving it in front of the oven. Is like, this shit better gonna work, bitch.
Yeah, they come out. They're nice.
I think Maya would be helping uh, by making like other food for breakfast. It's like toast, scrambled eggs, just a very generic breakfast. Like, okay, breakfast is an important food. First day of college, we gotta get this right.
Let me guess, we have a slightly broken Bluetooth box and a very cringe playlist going on?
Absolutely.
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 What is
Everyone
Shelby doing in the
enters
morning?
like it's a sitcom.
Shelby's morning routine is just sleeping in, honestly.
until the last possible moment you have to get up.
Yeah, I mean, she enjoys the baking, like the emergency cookies especially, but she's not the most morning type of person. So she just sleeps in, doesn't wake up by the purring or the screeching of the cats because she has one of her own, and she's just still in bed at this point.
The question is, who goes to wake
I
Shelby
would
up?
Maya, Maya definitely. Maya's just like everything needs to be perfect. I feel like we're like in the same boat as Felix of like we need to get this right, but it's just like we really need to get this right. Um, and just like wakes up Shelby's just like get up, we're late, you're late, get in the shower, go.
Uh, it's fine. Just 10 more minutes.
No, it's like actively pushing Shelby into the
Pushes her in the shower,
Yeah.
turns it on,
shuts the door, throws a towel in her face.
drags her downstairs. Like, what are you wearing today? This one or this one? Make your mind up. This one or this one?
You choose at this point, honestly.
It's just like put it just it gives her the outfit. It closes shuts the door again. And drags her downstairs, sits her down at the table, puts a plate of food in front of her, eat.
Eat. Eat.
After our little experiments on the streets, would we know question mark if Nemo can have witch magic food by now, or would it still be an atom bomb?
Well, I mean, the last time we tried it, Nemo didn't throw up.
But it connected
But
him to the astral plane, and we nearly blew up half a street.
But that
So
also
Yeah.
could have been because of the good luck thing. So
I mean, yeah, like
I
you
don't
can.
know if it's
It is up to Nemo if they want to try and eat one of the enchanted muffins.
it's just a 1 in 5. It's just a 1 in 20 chance that things go wrong, right?
I can't possibly say.
I'm going to roll to see if Nemo tries something or not. Nemo starves.
Nemo doesn't starve. There's still other food.
And Felix is like, right. I'll make a batch tomorrow without alchemy. I'm sorry. By now, I'm just
Nemo,
so used to kitchen magic. It's like,
Nemo is already flustered because he got like someone making him anything. So he's already like, you don't have to, change
yes,
anything.
yes, of
I'm
course.
fine.
Yes, of course. I mean, you're a roomie.
And Nemo looks again, he looks like pretty embarrassed and sort of is looking down at his shoes, right? Like digging with his shoes into the carpet. He's very much embarrassed that anyone would do anything nice for him.
Oh, fuck.
He-
No, I made you uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. I didn't want you to feel bad. It's just I wanted to be nice.
no,
It's
no,
the first day.
it's a good kind of. I just no one had ever
Yeah, and
bothered to
oh,
you
honey.
know.
And also like we don't really know each other. Maybe I was a bit too forward. Yeah.
No, I mean, I was kind of worried, about what I'll do for the food because it's never a good idea for me to get close to the stove. Um, Unfortunately, I'm good at cooking. The only problem is the stove tends to, go
And bust.
boom without me even touching it.
So I can cook for and bake for you. I mean, not that I want to take that away from you, and I wasn't offering.
No, I mean, I would love that if you would be fine with that. I wouldn't. I
I
don't
mean,
want to impose though. Like,
I'm baking. I'm baking anyway. So
I feel like this is going to be a back and forth for a while.
and,
Ellie is
and
just watching
Shelby
this
and
At a
I are
certain
just
conversation.
point,
sitting there on the
at a
sideline.
certain point, yeah, at a certain point, Maya's like also gonna sit them down, eat.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so anyone who
Ellie, I made
eats,
muffins.
um,
Yeah, also check up on Ellie.
Yeah.
Ellie comes in with cat head. A ginger cat has decided to make her head its new home. And any attempt to remove this cat results in hissing.
Can I
Um,
can I try and remove it?
yeah, you can
Can
try and
I
remove
try
it.
and remove it?
Um,
Can't.
give me a flight check, Nemo.
Sure, that's my best one. 18.
18. Oh yeah, you put your hand under and scoop it straight up before it can even like hiss. Now that it's next to you, Nemo, it feels a lot more relaxed.
I feel like Nemo is holding the cat with a lot more ease than anything he's done before. Like he stumbles when he walks, he's kind of clumsy and stuff. But when he's holding an animal, it looks like the most natural thing. Like the cat could go around his shoulders and stuff, and he would just walk around with it like it's the most normal thing ever because it happens so many times. He's used to it now.
It is wonderful to see. Anyone who eats one of Felix's breakfast muffins for the rest of the day, i.e., this session, if you do not have a D20 charm, now you do.
What?
If you have a D20 charm, you now have a 2D20 charm.
My boy's taking punch. Holy fuck!
Well, I guess poor Nemo's gonna stay with the thieves thing. Nemo is going to be just as awkward as always.
So
And he was sitting
This-
there, and everybody's else eating their muffin, and you have no idea what's going on. But
on?
suddenly, everybody's just so social.
So
this is going to
smooth.
be a new thing.
The Riz.
Every morning,
The wrist muffins.
the Riz muffins. Every morning, Felix may attempt to make a meal. If they do it successfully, for the rest of the session, you can pick up a buff.
If not, things might go fun.
Exactly. Calculated
it.
risk.
And I can't eat them for fuck's sake
I never
because
said
I
you
turn
can't
into a
eat them.
vacuum.
You can
I
eat them.
mean-
You even get adversity tokens for it.
You sure you want me to become a fucking vacuum? An intergalactic vacuum?
I can't be bothered to
I-
clean the mess up. Nemo, eat a cookie and just watch as I get sucked into the vortex. Somewhere in the astral
Oh,
plane,
no.
Carlisle's just getting a pile of washing up appearing.
Oh no! But yeah, unfortunately, Nemo is too much of a like scaredy cat. I would love to as the player, but thinking about my character, I know he won't do it.
Oh my god, and Nemo is even more terrified because everybody around him is just the most sociable fuck ever. No.
Yeah,
It's just a
everyone
little
has become a
baby.
bit soother.
Everyone is talking and Nemo is slowly sinking in his chair, petting the cat. He doesn't understand what's happening.
I will
He
say
has like a
this.
sandwich or something, like and a cut finger most likely.
Nemo.
Yeah.
While you have an animal in your possession,
Huh?
there are 3 birds in your hair excluded. While you're holding
Yeah.
another animal, you do not stumble.
Oh, I'm going to be holding so many animals. Holy shit.
Yeah, as long as you hold an animal, you do not stumble, and your risk of injury goes down significantly.
Perfect.
As
I just
you're
have to
kind of
cook
like,
with cats.
yeah, your like natural kind of instinct to look after animals kind of like corrects some of your
Yeah, the bad luck. Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect.
Speaking of, give me another flat D20 roll. Where is the astral balance at today?
10.
It's in perfect equilibrium. Neither bad luck nor good luck.
Because of the cat.
And yeah. Shelby. Actually, no, I'd say all of you notice it because you now know of the black hole that exists inside Nemo. You notice this morning, if you focus on Nemo, the black hole seems to be half astral energy, half bad luck energy. They're perfectly like countering each other. What this means is, if Nemo makes a reference to having bad luck, bad things will not happen this time.
Ooh. Okay.
As last session, every time Nemo said they had bad luck, something bad happened.
I believe before we go to
Ay.
Claire, Felix would like get everybody together, and I mean we're witches, right? Let's go act like it, and maybe if Ellie feels up to, Felix wouldn't leave her out. If Nemo wants to join, if it's like his vibe, like Nemo, do you know what grounding is?
What now?
Grounding. Connecting yourself to the earth and the sun and letting the energy flow through you?
Not really. Usually when I step outside it rains.
Do you want to watch us, or is that something that makes you uncomfortable?
No. I mean, I've never heard about it before. I guess I think I heard about like my grandmother saying something about it, but I've never, like done it myself or anything. Or I mean, I love to watch. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Turns to his girlies like, running before we get down into this whole mess? And like would offer to like make a circle, hands in hand, and just like do the most basic witch ritual that ever was.
Okay. So Nemo's not joining in. Nemo's just
He
gonna
was
watch.
watching.
Is Ellie joining? Are you guys
Ellie...
allowing Ellie to join?
I think Ellie should join
Yeah.
just to give her the feel of things.
Shelby immediately refuses to hold hands with Ellie. He's like, you go between Felix and Mike. That is where you go.
Or did Ellie eat a muffin?
Ellie didn't eat a muffin.
Oh, yeah.
So Ellie
unaware
noticed
of it,
how
okay?
we're all getting more social than she is.
Yeah. How
Oh,
can you be
that's
so
not-
smooth?
Oh, I made Riz muffins.
Is this? Are you trying to expand the actual cookie brand?
I mean, since everybody is trying to get rid
No,
of my
no,
cookies,
don't.
I side-eye to Maya.
We're not trying to get rid of them. We're trying to get rich off of them. There's a difference.
It's your decision.
I
I don't like muffins. It's not as if I only know how to make cookies.
No, of course not.
We made a reality cake.
We need to make a pie.
Oh, you should make a pie.
We should make a pie. Anyway.
Anyway, standing there hand in hand.
We should make a pie.
Should
We're
make a
supposed to
pie.
be branding. We should make a pie.
That's a form of grounding if I've ever seen one.
Nemo, give me a brains plus magic check.
Oh no. Okay.
So for you, it'll be brains plus D4.
Yeah, I guess it's +1, right? So.
Yep, and +1 because you're a modifier.
Wait, I'm trying to find my D12 and I can't. Okay, here it is. And you said so +1 would mean a D4? Is that what it means, or is it just a?
So you add a +1 to your roll. So you do your D12 +1, and then you roll a D4 because it's a magic roll.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
And if you get a 4 on the magic roll, it explodes, and then you get to D6 instead.
I have a 12, so I need to explode this one and roll again.
Wow. Okay.
Wait. If it explodes, do I go one higher?
Only if it's the magic dice, not so. It would be the D4
Ah,
that would
I
go
see.
bigger. But if
Yeah,
you roll
yeah,
a
yeah.
12
Okay.
on the D12, just roll it again.
Okay, that's a 20, and now I rolled the. That's a 4, so it explodes.
Sometimes comes a D6. Gets
Woo!
magic dice.
Three. So it's 20 plus 7, 27.
How many adversity tokens do you have, Nemo?
5.
If you spend 3, you'll beat the DC by 20 and get a perfect roll.
What does a perfect roll mean?
It's the
Yes.
highest possible success. So success here is emotion. So beat it by 5, beat it by 10, beat it by 15, beat it by 20.
What happens if I beat it by 20? Like, is there like a perk I get, or?
You get the best possible result, and normally I throw something extra on because you got it.
I'll do it.
Okay, so we're going to learn a little bit more about Nemo a couple sessions early.
Fuck. Oh no.
So, you, Nemo, start to think a little bit. And you're there watching this grounding circle. Typical witch nonsense. Why do they have to ground themselves? You and your grandma have never had to do that.
We don't need to. It just feels nice.
So why do you feel nice, Nemo? You have a weird kind of pull towards this grounding ceremony. Almost as if you should be in there too?
Nemo is going to chalk it up to, I mean, he sees that thing, he understands it, but he's scared, so he's going to rationalize it by thinking that it's you know, I finally made some friends and they're doing something that I can't do, so I kind of want to join in. That's it, right? That must be it, right? That's what else could it be? And then immediately feels guilty about it because he's like, why am I feeling this way? Like, they're just doing their thing, their witches thing. It isn't like, you know. And then he feels stupid and he's just gonna sit quietly in the corner.
So you, Nemo, have a birthmark. A tattoo-like birthmark where all magi have their power.
Right.
Start with a birth, and then as they get older, it grows from a tiny little dot to an image that represents their power. So, if you were a, pyromaniac, you might have a tattoo of a flame. Where is yours, Nemo?
I'm guessing on
Have you
maybe
seen
somewhere
it?
like on the maybe somewhere on the wrist or somewhere like that, like
So, during this ceremony, you look at your wrist. Your birthmark's no longer there. And you're pretty sure it definitely was your wrist. Like, you look at the one wrist, like, is it the other wrist? And then you look at the other one.
looks at
like,
the other, yeah.
Like, what? This makes no sense.
It was there, but it's not there anymore, right? Yeah, so Nemo is probably sitting in the corner looking at his whole arm, like, where did it go? Like, was it up? No, I'm sure it was the wrist.
Once the ceremony is over, or the grounding is over, the tattoo comes back, or the birthmark comes back.
Nemo
And
looks
just
like he's going to
fades in.
throw up. Yeah, Nemo looks like he's going to throw up.
Nemo's special.
Nemo doesn't want to be special, he's scared.
It's okay to be scared.
Some are just a bit too scared. But yeah, Nemo has just been like looking the whole time over their wrist and in their, and then it's back and he's like,
Yeah. Everyone just comes out of the grounding, just looking at Nemo, inspecting their wrist.
Can we see what is on Nemo's wrist?
I mean, I'm guessing it's like a sort of like an animal, right? Like a
In my head, I had an owl.
any animal works. So
Maya. That owl looks very similar to an owl used by a certain goddess.
fucking knew it. Okay.
It's the eyes that give it away. The fact that half its body is just eyes.
Yay. Yeah, just Maya's just gonna make a mental note of that.
No one just thinks it's a weird owl.
Yeah, it's just a very weird owl. Poor Nemo.
Are there cats in the house, or are they still outside?
At this point, the cats have found an entryway. During the grounding ceremony, they started to come in one by one.
Is Nemo covered in cats now?
Yeah, they're all going to Nemo, and they're doing the whole like rubbing against the leg thing, and then some are trying to climb up.
Nemo has like
Oh,
3 on his
can Maya?
shoulders. There's a few in his arms. There's like a few in his lap. There's a few just like laying by his legs because he's sitting like crisscross, you know. So it's like he's just filled with cats. There's like 30 cats.
Is this gonna happen
Maya
regularly?
would definitely try to talk to the cats.
What do you want to ask the cats, Maya?
I don't think Maya would ask like why they're here. Clearly we know why. But it's just like, is this gonna be an everyday thing? Because if so, I would really appreciate it if y'all would do shifts rather than come all in all at once.
We can't help it when we're summoned.
He summons you?
Yeah, we hear the call.
What call is that?
Sound of a horn. And then we materialize.
Does it happen every day?
It's a semi-regular thing. Sometimes it's not us, sometimes it's others. We have to take. We
What do you
already
mean
do
others?
shifts. Well, there's those eagles. Then there was that giraffe. Then the elephant.
Maya's face is just like abject horror, just like a giraffe outside, an elephant outside, an
Yeah,
elephant
there was that-
inside.
There was that one time at Nemo's house where a giraffe was there in the morning. Try explaining
Quite
that to
literally,
neighbors.
the elephant in the room.
Nemo sort of looks up like, what giraffe? Sorry.
No, I'm just talking to the cats. Okay, well,
Would you prefer
are
it if I
you...
went?
Well, no. We have other animals in this house, and we don't want to, uh, we don't want anyone to get hurt.
Oh, the spirits.
Oh,
No? What spirit? What spirits?
The animals that you have.
What?
The ones that you project. And you see,
Because
that
they're
this
familiars.
cat,
Oh.
Maya, you watch as it morphs into your familiar.
Oh, but like our familiars are, but like they're like physical beings, though.
Are they?
Are they not? Isn't like Sparky like a fully physical dog
Sparky is a
Spark-
fully physical dog.
that is also
possessed by
Felix's
spirits.
familiar?
Oh my god.
Their spirit.
I turned out the first
Lovely.
born caster and now a spirit is possessing a family dog. That sounds like a fucking like one of these graphic novels.
Look, all I'm going to say is not all spirits go on to the afterlife. Some decide to hang around in familiars. You've not tried
Oh.
talking to your familiars, have you?
Oh, kind of.
Maybe you should have a conversation with them.
Yeah, that. I will do that, but I just need to. Maya's
You look
fully just
flustered.
like Maya doesn't know what to say to this cat who's just shattered her like reality. It just took out a layer of cake underneath her feet.
Ay, ay, ay.
Time to add another layer.
So, do we need to buy more flint rolls, or are we gonna be fine?
Look, whoa, hang on, I resent that. We do not leave fur anywhere.
That was my question. Wait, Felix doesn't know how to talk to animals.
You do now.
Like they actually fucking talk back.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what?
You've now got a black cat sitting on Nemo's shoulders talking to you. In plain English.
Nemo, I feel like Nemo might have seen this before. Like, so he's not that, like, whoa, it's a talking cat. It
Yeah, every
happens
now and again
sometimes.
they
He
talk.
sometimes he accidentally attracts like a familiar spirit or something, so he's kind of like, okay.
Well, that's something that just happened. How about you, Sparky? Got anything to say too? Want another kind of, I don't know, dog food?
I'd much rather prefer steak.
Sparky, you can talk.
But you never asked.
You know, I thought
Maya-
that in the
Maya looks at,
years
like-
of, oh my god, no, I told you, no. Sparky, whatever I told you when playing guitar and being a sad, sad gay boy, please never tell it to anybody.
Oh, don't worry. I never reveal a bard's secret.
Oh.
It's a bard code.
A bard?
Yeah, that's who I was. I was a traveling bard.
You were a
Course.
bard?
Where do you think you got half your song lyrics from?
Okay, so I stole one half from you and the other half from Tumblr. Great. Until I thought I was anything akin to original.
I mean, you played the instruments.
I'm just gonna be the guy who plays Wonderwall from now on.
Not that again.
Is that the reason why you always started howling when I started playing Wonderwall?
Every time you've played Wonderwall in the past, the Sparky just starts howling at the guitar. To try and drown it out.
As a question, as a player, do Magi also have familiars?
Magi don't have familiars, no.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be so popular without talking pets.
Maya is definitely gonna look around for her squirrel. Just like, where are you?
Your squirrel is currently on the muffin tray, trying to figure out if they can, like, how much of a muffin they can deconstruct and, like, put in their mouth. For later.
I just clock Bala, and I'm just like, you can.
Well done, Apple.
Thank you, Apple.
Bala wonders
Look
why
at
a
Bala,
party's being
it's just-
thrown for them.
I look at Bala and it's just like, I will deconstruct the muffin for you. Who are you?
I can't remember my original name, but I was a princess.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Let me guess, Ellie, you're familiar with Cleopatra?
What's a familiar?
Ellie?
He doesn't have a familiar.
Yeah.
Ellie just became a witch, Felix. Baby
I
steps.
don't know. I revived that fucking fossil and like to like that's when Sparky started to hang out with me. Like it was for me, it was a very fast process.
Not everyone can
Ah.
be first casters.
What's that?
You
supposed to
you
mean?
were a princess. Fun. Okay.
Yeah, like somewhere. I think what was it called? Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein? I can't remember the name of it. I get brief memories of it.
Okay.
Now about my muffin.
Break it.
But do be
Gives it
careful. Those are kitchen magic muffins.
No. No, Felix, it's fine.
Okay.
You
So
just
Sparky, you want a
familiar.
wrist muffin too? And then want to help me get some guys? I think there must be some pretty hot wizards around here.
Yeah, you just
Oh
watch
my
as the
goodness,
familiars, as Sparky and Bala take half a muffin each as up eating it. They don't get the same effects as you. What happens instead is they get a proportion of your dice. So your familiars now have stat blocks equal to 2 dice lower than what your dice would have been. So if you're a D20, they get a D12. Obviously down to a D4. You can't go lower than a D4.
Sparky just eats a muffin, gets buff like the most buff ever.
Shelby's white cat is just sitting on the chair, having nothing to do with any of this. It is just like, look at them poses.
The fun thing is that Shelby also has psychic link with Mist. So it wasn't like actually talking, it was just psychic.
Yeah.
Talking to them.
All along, Shelby has, unbeknownst to her, known that her familiar could talk. It's just they've only ever spoken psychic link. The Shelby was like, oh, this must be special. Okay. Oh, are we done with these muffins?
Yeah, I'll put the rest into the fridge.
You see that Nemo, the 33 cats have all deconstructed themselves in a small cloud of mist, and have all gone.
Okay, so
Normal for Nemo.
just to get our story straight, okay? We are probably the only witches here. One of us, no offense, Ellie, has been a witch for like a year. We have a person who always says he's unlucky. And we have the cottage with the garden and the tower haunted by animal spirits, and also we have talking pets. Do we need anything more to be sticking out like a sore thumb, or is this all we can? I mean, we can use this. Could be pretty popular. We could make like a haunted house experience. What am I thinking? What did I put into these muffins? I believe it was a bit too much roast quartz.
No,
We
I
could
think
invite
you're
everybody
right.
for a haunted house party.
I feel like we should throw a party
Yes.
for the first episode.
Yes.
Or first episode.
Nemo looks
We're witches,
absolutely
bitches.
horrified at the prospect of a party.
We just hang up a big banner with "We're witches, bitches," and we're like very open about it, and nobody has to be afraid anymore. Because let's be honest, most
I
of the
like this idea very much.
moments where people just feel like hateful and stuff, they're just afraid.
Nemo is trying to make themselves as small as possible.
Mine is
is
just yes
horrified.
anding.
Like Nemo is like curled up, like one leg up, the other's like this sort of like no, that is in their head they go like no, that is the worst. I'm going to barricade myself in my room. I'm going to ruin their party. That's his worry.
Poor people. Well, you have had so much fun eating your muffins and talking to animals that you only have 5 minutes to get to your first class.
That's cool.
So
We've got brooms for a reason.
We've got Bruce. I've got the magical VW, and I can't get lost. I know exactly where we gotta go.
Yep.
And it's Hephaestus approved.
It is a yes.
It's a blind.
Did Felix end up dinging it back up again? To get that, like, obviously before it was like a beat down camper van, and then obviously Hephaestus like repaired it with his hammer, so it's all gleaming and new. And Felix was a bit bummed because they kind of liked the old car aesthetic.
I mean, Hephaestus banged it back to looking old, working like new, and I feel like Felix and Hephaestus had like a kind of deal of, yeah, and sometimes you just come around and we'll pop a cold one and just crack a cold one and just fix something on the car that wasn't broken, but now it is, and now we're gonna fix it.
Yes. Okay, so is Felix driving everyone to class?
Yes.
Oh no.
Nemo, this is your first time in the camper van.
I feel like Nemo is hesitant. He has half a mind to be like, maybe if I walk, maybe if I take my bike.
You're welcome to do so. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but it is fast. I can't get lost, and we have enough seats for everybody.
Nemo is still hesitant. He's very unlucky. They're gonna crash. Wait, I'm gonna roll to see if Nemo has any courage.
I mean, Maya drove it last time.
Thankfully, Nemo does have some courage. He's gonna step in after some coaxing, like he's going to step in.
Nemo.
Yeah.
This camper van is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
And the seats are extra comfy.
Yeah, there's a full-blown sofa in here.
Nemo ogles for a while, but he does like step in, and he tries to take as little space as possible because, you know, this is someone else's car. He has to be nice, and he can't hog up all the space.
After a year, like doing bullshit with Hephaestus, Felix just like pushes the right button, and in the back the mini board pops open out of the wall. There isn't enough space in the wall, never ever, but pops out of the wall. There are like different sodas, there's different snacks. Like, Maya, wanna be my shotgun princess?
Sorry, say again?
Wanna be my shotgun princess?
Ay.
You don't have to.
Sorry. Sure.
Yeah, right in front, why not? I mean, to be fair, Maya's used to the front seats now after telling gods that, you know, she'll pull over and, you know, drive back.
Hide in the back. Get in the back.
I believe, like, on one of the, like, plastic thingies between the windows, Apollo once was bored and just, like, scratches in Apollo was here.
Yeah, there's Apollo. It was here. Speaking of, so I'm guessing Nemo and Shelby are in the back. Felix and Maya are at the front.
Yeah.
Shelby, Nemo.
And didn't wait, so that we don't make the same mistake again. Isn't Ellie there as well?
I love Ellie.
Yes. We
Is
gotta check
Ellie
it
in
on
the
her.
back as well?
Ellie is in the back if you want Ellie to come with you. I know Shelby
She
will
can be in
try
the trunk. She
yeah.
can be in the trunk.
I know Shelby will try and close the door as quickly as possible.
Shelby, play nice. My car, my rules.
So
Did Ellie ground with us, or was she like too hoity-toity for that?
Ellie doesn't understand how grounding works. She isn't in tune enough with her power yet to be able to focus it. So, two things. First of all, Felix, your can never get lost meter. It's a little conflicted because there's two locations you need to be at. Ellie needs to go to a different place to you because Ellie is not in your class. Ellie has to go and do How to Wave a Wand 101, which will be a little bit remedial for you. You've got to go to a building several blocks further down. Also, Nemo, Shelby, and Ellie now in the back. Inside this like long sofa at the back of the camper van, you see sticking out between the cushions 3 feathers. Whitish, puffy feathers.
Like Nemo is going to look, I guess, like.
And Shelby is just going to grab them and yank them.
Shelby just grabs one.
You go to grab one.
What is this?
You go to grab one. It doesn't come. It doesn't budge. And you just hear an ow.
Yeah, Nemo is going to look at the cushion.
In between the cushions gonna open up, and you just see a scraggly faced, hair everywhere Hermes just sit up. I was trying to sleep.
Looks into the back view mirror. The fuck you doing in my car? With all the love and all the grace and all the world and Mother Main Crown May watch you. What the fuck are you doing in my car?
Because it's enchanted and I can't be tracked.
Oh.
Maya looks back at her and is just like, why are you hiding here?
Because if I don't, then the black hole will get me.
Carlisle?
No, he helped. He transported me here.
So then who's the black hole? Or what? Where?
No idea.
Why? How?
No idea. I wish I'd have to. My running theory is some people. Look, it's darkness, okay? So, like, some people think Nyx has gone crazy. And, you know, I don't know. It just appeared, and then we got separated again. And I can't go back home. Like, I can't summon myself back to Olympus.
But then doesn't that mean everyone in Olympus is getting pulled into the black hole?
Possibly. I haven't been able to contact
So-
anyone to work it out.
Talking about contacting,
Apollo's been looking for you.
and you could have asked if you could just sleep in my car because now you're in New York.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. Well, no, we're not in New York. We're actually in a pocket dimension.
Then why are you sleeping in my car without asking me?
Because I thought I did a very good job of hiding. Clearly not well enough. Stupid shoes.
And if I would have just packed like all my book boxes onto the back seats and squished you with them?
It's an infinite void. This cushion goes on forever. Right now, I'm in a pocket dimension, which is the van, inside another pocket dimension, which is the college.
And you were in a pocket dimension, in a pocket dimension, in a pocket dimension. Wow, Doctor Who would love us.
Look. I can't use any of my powers anymore.
Because of the black hole or because of the pocket dimension?
Unsure. But I haven't been able to use any of my powers for a good while. Hence, no messages. And look, a messenger needs to send messages, otherwise they're not a very good messenger. So, you know,
People-
unemployment.
Apollo. Well, that's a far cry from a midlife crisis.
I'm gonna have to give you my car, don't I?
I think we can sneak him into the college. Hermes,
No, for him to
does
do his
Hermes
job.
look not old?
Hermes has always looked quite young compared to everybody else.
The old Maya and someone being old.
He could bypass. Hermes at a pinch could hold his own as a college student.
Okay. I don't think it's a bad idea to have you come with us to class.
Okay. But I won't help you cheat if the topic's like Greek history.
Maya, as much as I love you, I do believe that's a terrible idea. We're surrounded by Magi. Magi don't really like us very much. There's a war going on. Do you really believe, hey, we're the witches from the other side of the states? By the way, we brought not only a person who isn't like on college level yet, no offense, Ellie, but we also brought a fucking Greek god. Hope that's not an issue. That's a
Here's the
threat if I've
thing.
ever
It's
seen
either
one.
I understand that, but at the same time, would you rather we have our eyes on him or would you rather we leave him alone, either in your car or in the house?
I have the keys to my car. It seems I must have forgotten to lock it one night. But if I just lock him in,
We need to give him enrichment, don't we?
do we have a Game Boy or something?
You can find a Game Boy
I actually
littering
might.
around.
Here, play
yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah, someone will take out a Game Boy, give it to Hermes.
Like, here's a Game Boy. Pick a Pokemon color. Put it in the cartridge and start playing it.
It's Pokemon Platinum.
What start? I
We
really
want
want
him
to
to
know.
suffer.
I really want to know what starter Hermes would pick. Wait,
I assuming I can't remember what the platinum ones were. If the platinum was the original 150,
I'm looking it up.
Pokemon
No.
Platinum is Turtwig, Piplup,
It's,
and Charizard.
Yeah.
probably Piplup.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Hermes is
That's people.
Oh.
He's an Uber kind of guy. We got it.
Yeah. Nemo.
Yeah.
Hermes can't stop looking at you.
At the
Understandable.
moment, it's very much like confused, anyways, because they're talking about Olympus, they're talking about a god. There's a problem with the dark hole, and he's just like kind of scrunched up against like the wall of the car. Like, well,
He's
what have I gotten myself into?
like, haven't I met you before?
Oh no.
Sorry.
Like, I don't know. There's something about you that just. You know when you've looked, you've seen someone before, and you're like, yeah, I know you, but I can't quite remember how I know you, or even who you are. But my brain says I've met you before.
As long as Nemo isn't some long lost brother of Carlisle, we will be fine.
I don't think Amanda is capable of having more children.
Thank the gods.
I don't know who Amanda is or any. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I feel like I shouldn't speak.
Right. Hermes, Nemo, Hermes. Nemo, you're gonna learn to shut up about a lot of things real quickly. It's nothing against you, but things are complicated. We kind of broke reality, and then we put it back together. And now people are upset because we didn't put it like back the way they wanted it, and there was a bit of damage. But like we saved the world.
They tried their best.
Excuse you.
Nothing. For a bunch of non-gods, you did a respectable job of patching up reality.
Oh, for a bunch of gods, you did nothing.
Okay, let's not argue over who didn't do what or what could have been done better.
Hermes, just play the game. We are probably late.
Okay, no, it's fun. It's fine. I will play this platinum thing.
I believe we're gonna be like on the halfway point where it's like the strategic best point to let Ellie go.
Yeah, you get to the point where it's like, okay, there you go, like go that way. And Ellie gets out, gives a sort of like pouty look of like, why can't you come with me? And
Hey, it's gonna be alright, little moon.
Is Shelby just going to slam the door afterwards? Look, it's all right.
Nemo
Little...
almost jumps. Nemo sort of jumps at the loud sound, like he's like a cat on the edge of constantly like getting startled.
Constantly there.
He's just confused. He's just scared. He doesn't understand what's happening.
Yeah, you drop off, Ellie. You get to your class. And that is where we're going to leave it for a quick break. We will come back in about 10 minutes' time. And figure out what our first lesson is going to be and who the first professor is going to be. Because that's a thing. I've loved this first half because people have had really good roles, which means I get to drop more lore, and more lore means more pieces of the puzzle, and I can just see people putting pieces together, or trying to.
Oh Jesus!
We will be back in 10 minutes. Stretch your legs, go to the toilet, get a drink, get some food, take the tablets if you need to. I know I do. And we will be back then. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Felix,
Absolute cinema.
how much attention are you paying to the road with Hermes in the back?
Felix is a very responsible driver.
Fair enough. Give me a flight check then. As you're driving and you just see Hermes not even looking up from the Game Boy, just say, "Yeah, in front of you."
Oh, I actually wait. If it's a percentile, the double or zero is a 10, right?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, it explodes. Okay, may I also roll my magic die?
Oh, go on then.
Okay, we're at a 20.
Yeah, you see this person walking across the road, and are able to. So, first of all, the college isn't built with roads; they're just wide pavements. So you just got people walking to college, and you're just there in this camper van driving. There's no speed limits. There's no cameras. Drive as fast.
I mean, worst case, we're just gonna pop out the wings. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Take off. You're right outside where you need to be. You like come to a halt really quickly, and there is this pale-looking girl standing in front of the camper van, just like with a very puzzled look on her face as to what this thing is in front of her and why it was heading towards her at speed.
Like, roads on the window. Huh?
And I have never seen something like this before.
What, a car?
No, I've seen cars, just never one at the college.
Well, it's actually my broom.
Room. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I get it. As they smile, you just see two pointed fangs. It's a kind of like, I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna smile and say yes.
And it's basically a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Really? Can I see it?
Give me a moment. Puts the window back down. Yo, Hermes, back at that incursion!
Shell just grabs and goes back inside.
I was gonna say Shelby just grabs a pillow and shoves him down.
There's actually a pocket dimension of cushion. Like there's like a huge cushion with a huge like little cavity in the middle, and that's where he's been sleeping. Push him back in, and then I'm guessing you open the side door.
Yeah.
They like pop their head in, pop their head out, pop their head in again. It's like,
Turn around the van.
yeah, do a
circle.
self circle. It's like, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Just a little Wiccan thing. Nothing really.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. And
I'm Felix, by the way. Nice to meet you.
As you're introducing yourself as Felix, she is not looking at you, Felix. She's just looking at Shelby. Or sorry, they're just looking at Shelby. Sky. And you sort of see that, like, he takes a bit of a half curtsy. The Sky has very pale white skin. Sort of like hair that goes over the front diagonally, and a fringe that covers the one eye. Like bright red hair. And a bit like a bit like that, Leah. Is wearing like a red dress, so like the top is quite like narrow and tight. Then when it gets to like the bottom half, it like poofs out into like frills, but only one side. Like it looks like the dress has been ripped in half, and so only half of the bottom dress is there. Her other leg is covered in what looks like business trousers. And she's got like a black and grey checked blazer over the top of the dress, with like a red and white petaled rose pinned to the collar of it.
May I roll my wonderful D20 risk die, which I'm not going to call anything else, to wingman that situation?
Go for it.
Okay. Do I have anything? That would be charm, right?
Yeah.
So it's only an 11. So Felix just leans in a tiny bit and is like, that's my friend Shelby, and she actually sews most of her clothes herself.
Wow. Really? That's cool, because I make most of my own clothes. I have to. Like, you can't buy them off the rack nowadays. And they pull up their like one part of the dress, and you can see that this trouser pad has actually been sewn onto the dress, so it's functionally one piece of clothing, rather than like two separate pieces worn separately, which does have the weird effect of meaning that their left leg is in trouser pants, but their right leg actually is completely bare if you lift the dress up. They've also ditched the high heels that most people would wear and are just wearing Converses. They're more comfortable.
Shelby would just immediately run from the camper van. Not run, but she'll walk there passionately. Just with one hand out. I'm Shelby. Nice to meet you. And then half like already going for a hug.
I am going to roll Sky's Viz dice, as we call it.
I will
so
brace myself.
vampires are different to witches and magi. They have different dice configurations.
Remember how we had a D20
Yes.
in charm?
Done. Is it? Oh no!
Well, they roll 27.
Yeah, oh my fucking god.
Well, we all know who's gonna be top.
Vampires are naturally social creatures.
Ay, 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 ay.
Vampires are natural types. Okay,
Um,
sure.
Ay, ay,
I'm gonna
ay.
say at this point, Shelby, they take your they pull you into the hug. You notice they're not wearing a bra; they're wearing bandages, wrapped around, and they they pull you back, and they take your hand, and then they just kiss the top of it. Um, Sky, pleasure.
Oh my god. We
Would you
lost
like-
Shelby.
The woman was too stunned to see.
Would you like to get out?
Yeah, yeah,
You
would be
see
nice. Are you joining, Felix?
Sky completely like blocks out Felix, like tunes them out, and then just like holds Shelby's hand to like guide them down. And as Shelby puts her foot out to like step out, Sky hooks their hand under Shelby's foot to like act as an extra step.
What a gentle them.
And then like waits for Shelby to stand up before they fully stand up, and they just like puff the side of like Shelby's clothing.
Maya and Nemo want to help me park the car.
Yeah, we should definitely go, park the car, make sure everyone is comfortable. Pointedly looks at the cushions. We're
Nemo
gonna go.
Nemo is
Um,
not going to
I would,
get out
I,
because
I,
even he with his bad charm can understand that this is the moment where he should shut the fuck up.
I
Sort
just,
of.
oh yeah.
No, go on. No, go.
No, I'm just realizing Hedge pulled the lover's card earlier.
Hmm?
But yeah,
It's almost a sign. Sky sort of swings around Shelby's body, like gracefully, almost like dancing around the back of her, to come to her left side. Takes Shelby's hand, raises her other hand dismissively to like dismiss the rest of the group, but does it in such a way that that the hand is blocked out of Shelby's view, so Shelby can't see them being dismissed, but
Oh my god. Oh no.
everyone else can. Sort of like start to walk Shelby away. So, which that's unique.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, haven't seen vampires myself either.
We don't really hang around North America that much.
That's fair. Completely
But
fair.
my parents were adamant that I needed to see more than just a run-of-the-mill European vampiric college.
I'm more than happy that they made that decision for
Well, I
you.
am now. It's been quite boring for this past year.
Well, I can bet you that this year will not be as boring as you would thought it would be.
I look forward to it. Now, what are you doing tonight, Shelby?
Out of character, I was going to say it. I'm not saying it.
Through something as well, and I feel like me and Leah may have thought of the same thing. Oh
People!
no.
I mean, that would be a pretty.
Because it's my standard response to you when you ask me.
Just because our brains all go there doesn't mean we all have to say it.
No, Shelby would just answer like, oh no, don't have much planned at the moment. We're just settling in. I mean, you could come over if you'd like. I bet Ellie wouldn't mind us borrowing her tower.
Tower. Oh, you live in that new place. The one with all the cats.
Yeah. Listen, I have a cat myself. I don't know how the other 33 got there. I promise they won't be a bother.
Look. While I would love to hang around in a tower with you, especially if it's a Rapunzel-like tower, I'm having a little bit of a get-together. I believe most people call it a party.
Oh, sure.
Um,
Could I bring my friends as well? I mean, we're still new to the place. I bet we're down to party.
give me a charm check.
Oh yeah. I've been rolling under 10 hedge. It's not gonna go
mean-
well. Oh my god, it's an 11. uh plus
13.
2.
That's fine.
So it's a 13.
She smiles. Sorry, they smile and go, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. No,
if you don't want them there, that's
I never said
also
that.
fine.
It's
I
like,
mean,
they're smiling, but like you can see like they're grinning their teeth a little bit. It's like, sure, they can come. There'll be plenty of other people there they can interact with.
oh, exactly.
So, never met a
Exactly.
vampire before.
No, I mean, I've read about vampires and I've heard about them. I mean,
Okay.
I always found the concept of them existing quite cool, but I've never met one.
There is this sly smirk on their face. Well, you'll love tonight then.
Sorry?
I said you will love tonight.
Certainly. I bet.
However, and they take the tip of their left fingernail and just run it ever so slightly down your neck.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to change this up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
I still
No
have
worries.
the other half of the dress that I deconstructed. We could possibly reconstruct it into a matching set.
That would actually be very, very cool. I'm down.
Wonderful. Well, after class, I will skip my other lessons for the day, and I will go work on the dress.
I mean, I can help you.
No,
If you
it's
don't
your
mind.
first day. You need to experience all the classes. You see their eyes looking up and down? I've got your measurements, it's fine. I can tailor it just to fit you. They walk you, Shelby, to the front door of the classroom. I suppose you'd like to wait for your friends to come?
Certainly, but it would be more fun with you.
Oh, I can wait. I'm not going anywhere. Don't you worry. You're hooked on me now.
Shelby just takes
I mean, I'm hooked
a
on
step
you.
closer, yeah.
Yeah, they are. To quote Bard, they are exuding a lot of riz. Yeah, they.
Rizzler.
Roll me brains magic.
Brains with magic. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Anything higher than a 10.
This one, well, in the last session. So
Yeah,
it's
brains
brains
together with magic.
together with magic, right?
Anything higher than a 10 we're looking for here.
Let's hope that my magic die explodes once. Then my magic die will have to explode. Oh my god, it's a
That
4.
becomes a 6.
Let's go.
Yep, that's a 6. Yep.
So it upgrades to a
Four
D6,
and add
right?
D6 result on.
Okay, so I got 4 plus 4. As long as I don't roll a 1. Oh my god, that's a 6.
That becomes an 8.
Wait, 4 is 14.
So plus your D8.
That's a 3. So
17.
17 plus
Mhm.
1 because
So
I have a plus 1
18.
bonus in magic. Yes.
You're being charmed.
I don't mind it.
And
I choose to fail.
there is, so to give you an idea, vampires have a natural D20 in charm. If they use charm magic on someone, they gain an additional D20 on any rolls against that person. A person can be charmed without them knowing they're being charmed. The effect ends if they critically fail to charm someone. Like, if they do a charm roll against someone they've charmed and they fail that roll badly, then the charm connection's gone. Kind of like a passive buff. But yeah, you get the impression that they are casting some kind of vampiric magic. Vampiric magic, like, there's like sensing magic. Vampire magic has a very like sweet honey kind of feel to it. Like magi feel like quite steel, cold. Witch magic is like cinnamon, spices kind of sensation. Whereas vampire magic is like honey, like very sweet tones. I think at that point, is Felix and Maya just parking the truck up, with like Nemo in the back.
Yeah.
Nemo just not saying anything. It's being like, what's
Like,
happening?
I feel like Nemo is a little bit too. Like, a lot of things have happened at once, so he's like, he doesn't know how to take it all in and properly give a reaction. So he's kind of, huh? 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 Like he met a god. He was told by the god he was known by them. There's a pocket dimension in a pocket dimension. There's a Rizzler vampire on the loose. There's a lot of things, right? So, Nemo is a little bit buffer. Loading screen.
Awesome. Um, is there anything else you want to do in the minivan before you get out and join Shelby and Sky at the entrance to the classroom?
Sternly warn Hermes to
Yeah.
just gonna look a god in his eyes and just like, do not move. You better be leveled up. You better have all gym badges by the time we're back. If you're not, bad god.
No muffins for you. Um, he looks just like, I'm not going anywhere. This place is the safest place for me. That's why I was put here.
Good. Good. I'm gonna Maya's gonna leave Bala in the car with Hermes. Just so that there's someone to talk to.
You see Hermes just spends about a minute, like as you like close the door to get out, is just staring at Bala. It's just like, what are you?
And you hear in the back, I'm a princess.
Yeah. I'm a princess, I'll have you know. um, okay, you will get out and walk over. You see Shelby still falling over Sky. Any of you three can give me brains magic to see if you can figure out that they're being charmed as well.
I got a 12.
Okay.
My brains exploded.
Ooh.
Oi.
Okay, that's plus 17.
Okay. Yeah, Shelby is definitely being charmed. To like Sky more than maybe they should.
Oh no.
Can you blame her? Can you blame her?
Listen, I spent hours making this character and getting the personality just right.
Well,
To see if it would work. You have no idea the amount of pictures I printed and put on my wall at work to make this character.
Felix looks at Maya. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, and I don't think I like it anymore.
No, we're gonna go there and talk to them.
Okay. Although I don't know how Shelby would take that. We'll see, I guess.
Maya,
He
if
was
you've
just
got
a waddling duck at this point. Like, he's just like trailing behind people. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What is happening anymore?
Nima, you see that too? Okay, no.
It's okay. Don't worry. Listen, we'll tell you if you have any questions. I'm here. You can ask me. I'll answer anything that you have questions about.
Problem is,
Please.
there's a lot of things I have questions about, so I don't know what to ask. And he looks
Okay,
sort of like a little bit embarrassed about it. Like, what is?
that's totally fine. That's completely fine. Just whichever one is at the forefront of your mind, you can ask that first.
What is happening?
Um, well, currently our housemate is getting charmed. Um, and there is a god in the car.
No, I know that part. I mean, I was told to, set up, but like, you know, Yeah, so Shelby's getting charmed? I don't I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but is it like I mean I don't get the point. I mean, is it for, so that
Well, we gotta find out. We gotta find out what the intentions are. Gods. Okay. Um, yeah, let's go figure it out. Hopefully nothing bad.
we want to go over there and confront? Oh,
Oh, we're not confronting, we're just talking
Okay.
for now.
Aggressively talking.
Pointedly,
okay,
not aggressively.
Um,
okay.
as as you all come over, um, Sky will speak first, and they'll go. So the good news. Um, I have invited Shelby here to a party tonight, and they have seen it to extend that invite to yourselves.
That's a very nice offer. You know, I really appreciate how nice you treat her. You know,
Hmm.
we had a rough time the last few months, and I really like we look out for each other. Okay.
That's cute.
Hmm?
Can I can I get like a vibe of this person, like to sort of try and get the personality of this person?
Um, give me. You can give me either brains or charm.
Brains absolutely no charm. Jesus.
Um,
Oh,
Maya and Felix can do the same as well if they want to try and get a read on.
12 it
Anything higher than a
explodes.
10.
I also got a 12.
I just put two 12s in a row.
So it explodes again if it's a. Nemo.
Okay. Okay,
Nemo is
it's
about
a
to be psychic.
28.
If you've got 2 adversity tokens, you can make it a perfect.
I got 2 adversity tokens. What are you on about?
I gave you 2.
Exactly.
um. Okay. Felix on a 12. Um. Sky is not an evil person. Um. Selfish, maybe, but not evil. They appear to be using charm not to control Shelby, but to increase their chances of Shelby saying yes.
Hmm.
It's the it's almost the vampiric equivalent of eating a Riz muffin.
I mean, we're also low-key cheating, so
Nemo,
Yeah.
you are looking at a person who is extremely insecure about everything. They came from an environment where perfection was expected of everything. Vampiric society is extremely rigid, very political. To put it in for bards, to put it in vampiric terms, you're basically looking at a toreador. And there's a certain, they express themselves through their fashion. That is their art. And the way they dress is a mix of how they're supposed to dress back at home versus what they want to dress like. Hence, half trouser pant, half dress. They appear to have latched onto Shelby because they feel a kindred spirit in the idea to rebel against a norm. And they are petrified of coming across as stuffy and boring. So Sky is embellishing a lot to try and make themselves sound cooler than they really are. However, you can't help but feel deep, deep down at the very, very core of looking at Sky, Sky didn't accidentally bump into this camper van. Felix was driving perfectly. So how did Felix get caught off guard when his eyes were always on the road? It's almost like they knew you were coming. But even on a perfect, you can't quite work out why that might be.
Yeah, Nemo is like, thanks to the fact that the hair is in his eyes, it's really hard to tell, but he's looking into Sky's soul at the moment, like full on. Nemo is a little bit smart, you know, after having to avoid so many things, he built a little analytical brain to be like, what can I avoid and what can I do and what can I and how should I and how, like, that's how his little brain works. And so, yeah, he's like psychologically analyzing them. They're just like, they're an open book now to Nemo, sort of, almost.
It's like, have you considered becoming a therapist, Nemo?
Not gonna lie, I'm low-key
Nemo-
afraid of Nemo now.
Nemo is scared of going to a therapist. He's scared of having his issues confirmed in his face. He has self-psychologically analyzed himself. He doesn't need someone who actually has a degree confirm to him that indeed those things are wrong with him. So he's like, no.
But no, but yes. You are more than welcome to attend. I am going to be making Shelby a new outfit for the party.
Is there a dress code?
Yeah, smart casual. You don't have to dress up in a suit, but if you want to mix and match formal things with informal things. Just don't look like you come off the streets. And you sort of see Felix there, like, looking up and down at your I suppose I could do something with my old waistcoat.
I mean, I have some nice clothes at our cottage.
okay,
I'm not a
okay.
savage.
Yeah, no. I wasn't insinuating that you weren't. Anyway, Shelby, my dear, shall we go inside?
Sounds like a great idea.
And don't worry, you can come sit next to me. We'll we'll ace this class, no problem.
I'll open all the books.
I need to roll the
Sky?
dice. Don't let me say the lie. As you're walking into the classroom, Sky says, even the book you shouldn't open.
No, I have my ways with forbidden knowledge.
Stop talking, Shelby. Stop talking.
Sky, maybe
She
Maya and I,
responded.
we maybe got another question about the dress code.
You see,
Yeah, and the question is, what the fuck are you talking about?
as just before you get that in, they blurt out a bit like the reality magic. Oh, and the dress code really is whatever you want. Just don't wear joggers.
Okay, if you don't want to play the social game, get your fucking charm cast off my friend. That's impolite, and consent is important.
Okay, I was just doing it to make them more comfortable. They lift the charm effect.
That sounded
Shelby.
so creepy. Do you not hear yourself?
It makes sense in my head. I don't have to try and rationalize it for other people. Just.
I mean, Nemo is going to raise like a little hand because he did see like the whole personality, you know? He's like, I mean, it's not that different from the muffins, right? I mean, it's just, like a little.
But
Okay, I'll shut up.
that's something we ate. That's something we ate
Also,
for
it's something
ourselves.
we do with ourselves. It's not something we bestow upon others without asking.
It
Exactly.
just makes people look at us in a slightly more positive light.
Why would you assume that people would not look at you in a positive light?
You are a very charming person.
I assume the same. It doesn't usually, but okay.
Because I'm a vampire, and I am technically royalty, and there's a whole political structure thing, and generally speaking, I find that it's usually easier to charm someone so they feel more relaxed and they don't try and make awkward screw ups, or they don't like get tense when I start talking to them because they think that I'm going to go running to daddy and have their head chopped off, or have them chained up in the sunlight, or.
Sky, it's alright. It's alright.
Are we done with the cross psychoanalysis?
Felix would take out his tarot deck, the one that's already missing the moon, and would give Sky the Hanged Man. If you need something, just. It's okay. But maybe don't go around screaming the thing with the reality magic, okay?
Did I say reality magic? No, I mean.
I'm back.
Back.
Yeah.
I think
My
video is
Wi-Fi
being.
disconnected.
I mean, to be fair, I think video is being a pain today because I think people are just dropping in and out, left, right, and center.
Yeah, for me, my internet just full on blew itself up as soon as I started speaking.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Uh, phew. Just anticipation, making sure that Sky still feels comfortable. Like just saying that it's all right.
Sky's comfortable, but would rather everyone forget that they mentioned about the book or reality bending.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nemo. On your perfect success, I will carry it over.
Okay.
They are preparing to cast Wipe Mind.
I want to protect my mind. What the fuck?
On
As
just you or on everybody?
on everyone
like,
but
protect-
Shelby. To make
Can I-
everyone
can
forget this
I-
conversation happened.
They're
Can I
picking
protect-
favorites.
Can I protect mine and Felix's and Maya's brain? Like, you know, be like, hey, we don't want our minds wiped. Can I do that?
Give me flight magic.
Hold up. Hold on. Hold the phone.
Against her brain's magic.
Okay, that is 18 and I need the
Your
then
magic
I
die.
have the magic die, right?
Yeah, which I think fuse D6 now.
That
isn't it?
explodes.
Go up one then.
So now I have a D8, right?
And... yes.
That explodes.
Never underestimate Nemo.
Exploded again?
Yep, so it goes up again.
Yes, queen.
D10. I'm not gonna be this lucky again, but like. Fuck, it's a 9. I was so close. So, wait, 18
So 6 plus 8.
plus 6 plus 8, that is a 24, and then a 9. 3.
Jesus Christ.
20, 30. Yeah. So Sky rolled a combined 5.
She took over my luck, I swear to God.
The spell bounces back.
Everyone but Shelby feels it. You feel Nemo's presence kind of wrap around you, and then something try to interfere with it. On a perfect block, I will say that Sky thinks it's worked. And they think they've wiped everyone's memories. As long as nobody in the group gives away that hasn't been successful, they will have no idea.
But do we also know that?
Yeah. You as soon as you feel that magic touch the barrier that Nemo's put around you, you kind of go, oh, this is a mind wipe. Okay, it's not specifically a mind wipe, it's a memory rewrite. Sky is trying to like stitch out parts of your memory that remember the book, remember the reality bit, and then re-stitch it back together so that it just sounds like a normal conversation about what to wear for the party. So you see, they cast the magic and then go, yeah, no, so just don't wear joggers.
Yeah,
And
sure. You think green is an okay color, or is it like a color scheme or something?
there's no color scheme. Just as I said, don't wear joggers and don't look like you've just come from a barbecue, and we'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Green suits you well, though, Felix.
I wanna look pretty.
I think
Oh, how you
everyone
look
looks
pretty the way
pretty,
you
so
are. Now come, Shelby, we need to sit down. And you can show me all the books that you can open.
Intrusive thoughts. Again, I'm gonna.
Shelby, don't open the book. Don't open that book.
She won't.
Don't do it.
Sky pulls Shelby further down the classroom so that you're separated the class.
Nemo immediately apologizes to Felix and Maya, like, I'm sorry, I mean, I could have said something before, putting up, but like, I panicked and I was trying to,
No,
you
Maya,
know,
no. You did everything perfectly fine.
No,
Thank you very much.
that was, yeah, thanks.
It was impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nemo looks like as red as a tomato at the fact that someone even called him impressive, or that the fact it said he did something cool. He never got a compliment apart from his grandma, so he's absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that one.
Yeah. I don't get good vibes from them.
I mean, I just like from what I gathered and stuff, they seem kind of insecure, and they trying to act cooler than they actually are, and they're kind of trying to live up to a lot of expectations, and they didn't have the best sort of environment. So like you can see it in their clothes as well, because they have like on a side, the stuff that they're supposed to wear, and then on the other you have like the what they want to actually be. And it's like that's why I wasn't so like freaked out about the charm, because they were just trying to um I should shut up. um right.
You are
No,
so smart.
yeah, I didn't even notice the clothes. I mean, hey, if you want to wear
And
something, you
again,
want to wear
Nemo
something.
is like, then again, Nemo is like red faced, like another compliment in like in the last 2 minutes. What do I do? I've never gotten compliments before, and you kind of see him sort of slowly tucked like in their sweater, like.
Maya, can we keep him?
I mean, I'm just glad that he's our housemate. Like, honestly, I'm not too mad about the cats anymore.
No.
I'm
No.
sorry. I mean, it's not like I do it on purpose. I mean, I get
No,
that I
no, I
see
know
it.
you
I'm
don't.
not.
They
I'm
told me
not
that you don't.
actively. Oh.
Yeah.
You can talk to them. Can you also tell them to like the little birds to stop following while I like shower? I mean, I get it. They kind of jump off my head and wait on the shower curtain, but sometimes it feels weird because I'm kind of uh yeah.
Maya conveys this to the birds in Nemo's hair.
The birds are just chirping back, just like, we like it in here. Go away. We just don't want to get wet.
Yeah, that's completely fine, but sometimes people need privacy, like how you want privacy in the hair.
You see that the birds sort of like chirp and they just jump out of your hair, and just sort of like glide down to the desk, um, and just like jump on the edge of your desk, Nemo, and just start looking directly forward, as if they're ready to listen to class.
They're ready to learn.
Yep.
Like Nemo is going to look in his little bag and he's going to pull like a lot of things. There's like a few scattered charms and then the notebooks and stuff. But then there's like a little bag which has on it like a little label of like treats. And then inside of it is like even smaller bags, which each one for like a different type of animal. And he takes out the one which has a little bird on it and opens it to like give the bird seeds.
You scatter some on the table, and you can just watch during the lesson as they sort of like walk around, like peck the seeds off the desk. Occasionally, like trying to peck the edge of your notebook.
He's sort of used to that, so he kind of glides his notebook around. I feel like that may have happened in school before as well, like before he got to college, so he kind of glides his notebook around away from there and picking the notebook.
Hatch.
Mhm.
As long as I have a good social die, I would love to use it. Can I do a charm roll to check on the other people in the classroom? Like, how do they react to this whole animal thing? And also, do they see do they see talking animals, or do they see people just going chirp chirp and the birds doing stuff?
Go for it.
With or without magic die?
Put the magic die on, girl. Why not?
Okay, 11. That's a 15. Plus, what was it? A charm? Okay, yeah, but we had a 15.
No one seems to be reacting negatively to all of this. There is no. Everyone hears chirps, not talking animals.
So only the witches are the Disney princesses. You're telling me that?
Well, explicitly at the moment, you can only hear chirps. At the moment, only Maya can hear them talking back. These
Okay.
are not spirit animals. These are legitimate.
And Maya got
birds. Yeah.
And Maya got wild speak, right?
Yeah. But no one's like shocked at all that there's just 3 birds on Nemo's desk.
We getting any more side eyes? Anything?
I will give you more if you spend 2 more adversity tokens. Take you over the edge to the next level.
You see, I'm just gonna buy another.
I'm just gonna buy the tokens I need.
Actually,
I should also
wait.
start like
Instead of that,
buying adversity tokens for everyone because I do have a lot of points
honestly,
which
yeah.
are unused.
Everyone starts spending thousands of channel points. It's like,
Sorry, Agent P, you were saying?
Instead of you spending 2 adversity tokens to find out about like what's around us, I have intuitive, so I just spend 1 to ask Hedge about surroundings and NPCs and stuff, and Hedge has to be super honest.
I can't lie.
How about we
Oh,
do
no.
both and look if we can get different informations?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm down for that too.
So, Hedge, give me that sweet truth.
There is no side eyes. There is no acknowledgement.
This is just another Tuesday.
Pretty much. Well, no, this is special even for them, but they're not acknowledging that it's special.
Hi.
Do they can they see us?
They can see everyone.
Hmm.
Why does it have to ask the right question?
I knew it. I
They
fucking knew
can't
it.
see Nemo.
Mm. Like, like no one can except for us
No, well,
and
it's
Sky.
it's not explicit that no one can see Nemo. No one is acknowledging Nemo's existence. This
Like they
is
can
Because
this
no
see
is
him.
there.
Oh,
this.
is it? Wait, I have a question. I have a question. I have a question. I have a good question.
Uh-huh.
Is it like something that's like in their periphery, but then when they turn, like they're somehow not there?
Yeah, you're subconsciously aware of of Nemo's existence until you go actively looking for Nemo, upon which Nemo doesn't exist.
Hmm.
That's
Listen, I
confirmed
love
to
the
you
questions they ask. Hmm.
when someone tries to sit in Nemo's seat, and then Nemo materializes for them because they're near enough touching each other, and then they have a bit of a jump.
Nemo does not seem bothered. This is normal for him.
Nemo,
Yeah.
for you, something. Uh, for you, everything turns negative. Like someone's gone on Photoshop and changed the negativity
Oh,
all the way to max. So bright colors have become dark, dark colors have become bright. And time is very much staying still as nobody is moving.
oh, oh no.
You can hear two voices.
Uh-huh.
In front of you, coming from the board, is that same voice you heard when the vortex opened,
Right.
telling you, walk forward. Come to the front of the class, Nemo. I'd like to see you properly. Meanwhile, behind you, where things are quite brighter, you can hear another voice. You don't recognize the voice, but it's like a male voice who's like, no, Nemo, no, come backwards. Come back towards the light. I know you have no reason to trust me, but your friends do.
Nemo is going to hesitate a little bit. Like he's unsure what's happening. Can can I try and reach out? Who's sitting next to me at the moment?
I'd probably say you're wedged between Wire and Felix.
Considering, okay. Uh, I thought I was on the. I mean, Nemo was left-handed, so I guess whoever is on the left is going to get like a.
I
He's going to
will
try and like grab that person.
I will let you pick. Because this is I'm gonna tell you this, Nemo.
Okay, it landed on Felix.
Should have gone for Maya. Um
Can I
you
switch?
touch Felix, and Felix
Can I switch?
materializes in this
Oh,
plane.
okay.
What?
Felix, you recognize this voice at the back, shouting to come back. towards the back of the room. That's Carlisle's voice.
Oh no. And the bitch in front is Daedalus?
Yes.
Oh my. Yeah, you're stuck between two assholes.
I don't know what happened. I just suddenly everything went dark. I am sorry. I
Don't
just
be
jerked
sorry.
my hand.
Felix like turns to Nemo, takes both his hands, is like, hey, Nemo, look at me. It's okay. You don't have to be sorry. Everything will be alright. Okay? Nobody's mad at you.
He nods like rapid nods actually. And
Okay?
yeah. I'm not which there what do I do? I don't I've never dealt with this before.
It's okay. It's okay. Carlisle?
Oh, wait. Okay, what do you do? Do you know what? This is not the time. Just get in here now. I am literally burning up an entire sector of the astral plane to keep this thing open.
What is this thing?
Let's just say that I'm borrowing power I shouldn't have. And then he goes to say something, and you hear like a grunt. As it sounds like someone's pushing Carlisle out the way. You hear a voice saying, "Did you say my son's in there? What's he doing in that hole?" Like, you can sort of see Carlisle, like, there's like a scruffling of fabric. There's like just get off. Go back to Athena, please. Look, you have to come this way. That whole pocket dimension is collapsing.
Yeah, okay, I don't like Carlisle, but I think we're gonna go with him. What do you say?
Nemo is like halfway out his seat when he heard the voice, like the second voice, because he at least recognizes the voice. I mean, so he kind of whirled back immediately. He hadn't seen them since he was like a baby or like a toddler, sort of. So
Okay. You go into this hole at the back of the classroom where the light is all bright. Everything goes white. You come out of this tunnel of light in a train station. There's a few important
what?
people here.
Oh,
First of all, Felix, you would notice that the first person standing at the door is Astral Carlisle, whose hair has now grown to just below their chest bone. They're wearing like a very androgynous dress. And they close the portal behind you. You also recognize Lucas, the little 8-year-old kid, who now has these like weird astral glasses. And you see 2 other people. One of them is a man who has the same hair color as Nemo, the same sort of like complexion and like facial structure, and the other is Athena. So that's our son.
Our son as an... Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I think we need to talk about what happens when Olympus and Magi magic mix.
Nemo is not listening. Nemo is like rushing to like his parents. He missed them, you know? So the first thing he does is hug his parents.
Wait. So, oh, which is not the right term.
No.
No, for none of us.
No. You've been looking at everything through the lens that you've known the world. Nemo.
So the question is, are we cleric or are we godspawn?
That's a bit more complicated. But for Nemo is a direct relative of a god, which would technically make Nemo a demigod, who happened to inherit magi powers, which is why it didn't get noticed. Because
So
he was just able to interact with everything as a magi.
So you're related to the Olympus? I don't envy your family get together.
Nemo is still sort of trying to wrap his head around it, like. I mean,
Carlisle is just there, like, it'll sink in eventually. It takes a while.
but I'm I don't.
That's what the ambrosia works.
Anything. Sorry? Say that again?
Nothing. Sorry. Have your moment.
Yeah, like, he's sort of like trying to blabber something out, and when he sees it doesn't come out, he takes out a small note to try and it's like full of like little theories about his bad luck and things like that. And he's trying to show that he never thought of this.
Okay. So see, Dad, like, hands round Nemo, like, lifts Nemo up. Okay, bad luck. We can explain that. Well, we can't, but Carlisle can. And Carlisle points up, and above you is a ginormous, swirling black vortex. So welcome to the end of reality, part 2. Fun fact, Nemo. You were named after a prophecy. You're gonna thank your mother for that one. Nemo means nobody. Or everybody, depending on which way you slice it. That is Nemo. A black hole that is erasing the identity of everyone. And that's not you explicitly. Please don't panic. That's not the manifestation of you. I just think you're the key in something far bigger. Now, we are not going to get into what level of chronomancy may have made this anomaly bigger, or whose fault that was, because that's a blame game that, you know, it's a futile exercise. There's no blame to be had. What I can say is that it started to try to eat up Olympus, and then in an attempt for me to try and stop it, I pulled it into the astral plane and then sealed Olympus from the rest of reality. They seem to think that that's some sort of declaration of war. So now they're all getting their knickers in a twist. I can't get them to realize that that's the end of reality. And to make matters worse, I think our collective best friend from down below is trying to do something to make that thing bigger.
Is it possible that, like, for Nemo to feel like that thing is similar to the vortex inside of him? Like,
That is the vortex inside of him.
oh, so that thing is inside of me.
You aren't bad luck because you are an unlucky person. Your bad luck is a direct consequence of chaos theory.
Oh, fuck.
We need to go to speak. Look, if Olympus aren't going to help us, we need to go further back. And we need to go to speak to people bigger than Olympus. So, I've been working on the tunnel, and I give you the astral plane's very first Titan Gate. I have a slight problem. I can't power it. Well, I can power it, but it requires a ginormous influx of energy, and I can't think of how to power it without killing myself in the process. And I'll be honest, I kind of like my new job. I was hoping, Nemo, maybe you'd walk into the vortex for me and power it. But I have a feeling your mother and father will have something to say about that.
Yeah, so you're throwing kids under the bus again.
I-
To clean up your mess?
Let's be clear,
So
this
I
is
have
not
to-
my
Again?
mess.
So I have to walk in that
You don't have to do
thing?
anything.
Would it help with anything?
I think we have to go see Chaos. If there is one person who could do something to fix this, or at least explain why your bad luck seems to manifest in expanding the breach further, then they could give us the answer. Failing that, because I understand you might not want to go and sacrifice yourself for no reason, we could restore the Olympus connection and maybe speak with, I don't know, maybe Nyx might be a good start. But we
What
would need
about
some sort of
Prometheus?
connection. That could work. I'll be honest. And like he pulls out.
I'm going to roll a dice here, which is a bit important.
Please, no.
You're always going to take a deep breath and say, I could do it.
No, you don't.
I mean, technically speaking, that thing is like in me, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? I mean, I'm like, actually help for once. I mean, like, instead of just,
Felix gonna slap him. Like, and not holding back. Full on bop.
Nemo is stunned.
No, Nemo, it's
And then
fine.
Felix starts crying.
No, don't cry. Would you like a cookie? I have.
Fuck you, that's my joke.
And he points
Nemo-
over to
Nemo
a
is
stand.
And Nemo isn't crying, he's just kind of stunned, and then he looks at the cookies and goes, I can't exactly eat those. That kind of makes the thing go. Like,
Whoa, whoa,
I mean,
wait,
if you
whoa,
don't
whoa,
want me,
whoa, 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 sorry. If you eat those cookies, it causes that thing to go more berserk.
yeah. I mean, last time when Felix gave me a cookie because we didn't know what would happen and we thought the worst case scenario would be that I puke. It ended up just trying to suck people in.
I have an idea. And Carlisle runs over to the cookie stand, picks up a tray of cookies, runs over to the Titan Gate, and just starts lobbing cookies into the vortex. And you start to see like the little power gauge around the outside starts to go up ever so slowly. Felix, think you can make more cookies?
As far as I know, there should be around 250,000 going around.
I don't know where Maya keeps the key to the pocket dimension.
Well, we just.
I was cut out of the franchise after I started trying to add cakes to the menu.
I'm baking muffins. What?
Apparently,
Well, first of
my
all-
muffins didn't have the right consistency to be classed as a muffin.
Yeah, I'll bake you all the cookies I'll bake for the fucking rest of my life if you stop with the idea of throwing somebody into a deadly vortex.
God, you sound just like Athena. It was a perfectly valid idea, okay? Look, who hasn't
Carla,
thrown their firstborn
Carla,
kid
stop
into a
talking or I
vortex?
will fucking fuck you up.
Someone's grown a backbone.
Yeah, well, thank Ares for that.
Well, I suppose I should bring your friends over. No point just leaving them on their own.
So we've missed the first 6 weeks of college. Cool.
Oh, don't worry, college is just sham anyway.
Fuck my life.
You... Maya.
Oh dear.
You notice Felix and Nemo disappear? And then about 10 seconds later, you disappear yourself
Oh,
and
okay.
appear back at the train station. The second you appear there, before you've even like fully acclimatized, you just feel something grab, like latch onto your leg, and it's Lucas.
Oh,
Um,
my boy.
oh, I've missed you.
And he's grown older and he can talk properly. Oh my god. Okay.
He takes off his glasses and then's like, put these on. They'll help.
Okay.
Um,
And yeah, I put them on. They're a little small for my face, but it like widens out.
yeah, they
But yeah.
automatically adjust to like the size they need
Oh.
to be. If you look up at the vortex, now you're wearing these glasses, you can see these strands of magical energy coming off both Carlisle and Nemo, both going into the vortex.
Oh, it's taking away their power. Which is why Carlisle had to borrow power. Oh. Does it like follow them as they like walk around?
Yeah,
Is there like a distance?
As they're moving around, this makes sense now. When you saw that vortex back in New York, it wasn't Carlisle pushing energy in to stabilize it per se. It was the vortex that actively taking his energy and Nemo's. That just so
Which means
happened
Nemo
to
is
create
more
an
powerful
equilibrium.
than just a mediocre magi. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. However, Carlisle tries to take Shelby and can't. Something is blocking me. I can't summon Shelby.
Is
Probably.
it because of the vampire?
Yeah.
There's Wait a minute. Didn't you deal with them?
Yeah.
Why is Shelby sitting next to a Fury?
Oh, fuck no!
And that is where we're going to end the episode.
You fuck!
You don't
We're
give
going
you
to have to go to a party to go get rid of a Fury. Shit.
No.
Let's go.
Forget the already existing Fury. There's 2 more of those bitches.
Ay.
Don't worry, guys. I'll hold this one off.
We know exactly how you're gonna be holding them off.
Yeah. Holding them down more like.
Holding them up
It's
against
the
the
other way
wall.
around, unfortunately.
Oh, I hope everyone's had fun. And you've all enjoyed the twists and turns. And hey, we've almost got our old gang back together again. You know, and Carlisle is still Carlisle. Still can't figure out the easiest route from route A to B. Besides,
Like
I mean,
Prometheus.
yeah. Everything has to be the long way round. He's a bit salty that he got, kicked off the franchise. For baking muffins that aren't muffins. But no, we will be back next week with some more saving reality shenanigans. And Shelby will probably get to go to a party. Which is perfectly fine.
It's all fun.
It's
She'll
fine.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
She'll enjoy it.
it's a fun.
Yeah,
I think
gonna
we're
be
going
some
to
nice
have to crash the
drinks.
party. Let's go.
Like,
Also, we wanted to throw a party, and you were like, "No, with the hell, I don't." have anything."
yeah. I heard your demands for a party. Went, no, you're being invited to a party. They can't possibly devour Shelby's soul if it's at their own house. I mean, what?
What?
Or what? Anyway, we will be back next Tuesday. Until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, try to don't do anything that Shelby wouldn't do. Until then, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, Izzy, bye.